the law.
Hey, David D. Rothschild, he can take a woman and murder that bitch and put it on camera and put it on TV and then get off scot-free, man. He can do it anytime he wanted, man.
That's right. How about that? And you got niggas.
He can say I'm murdering this bitch.
That's right.
And my name is David Rothschild. Watch this.
Yep.
Well, we're gonna come back. Come back with a commercial break.
That's right.
Believe me, they won't even find the guy.
He might even go to court. He might not even go to court.
He don't gotta go to court. If he goes to court, that means he'll put on a good show, man.
Brother, you know what the word court means? It means game. All right? Like when you're courting a woman, you're running game on the woman. To get what? To get the pussy. Right? You're courting her. Court is a game, man. These elites don't deal with no fucking court.
Right.
You know, that's for the peon. That's for the slaves.
You ain't gonna see David D. Rothschild or his father Evelyn Rothschild. You ain't gonna see the Rockefellers up in there. You know?
It's a joke, man. And you got niggas that don't want that kind of power. That's why, what is that, Jeremiah? Is Israel a homeborn slave? That's that old slave mentality, man.
Right.
You know? And that's what we're trying to live. But that's what the truth is.
Well, Yohana doesn't have that ruling class mentality, man.
That's it.
Because he wouldn't have a problem with white women. Because we're going to get white women, man. Y'all see these white women, man, they're getting fat asses and and all that. We're going to get them, man. We're going to get our women. We're going to get Hawaiian women. How many like Hawaiian women? Skirts, we're going to get them.
They know how to shake it.
They know how to shake it, man.
They know how to shake that shit.
But when Jake get a white woman, right? Show you Jake is under that slave mentality. They get an ugly ass. Like my man Sam Jackson said, they don't get a penthouse pet, they get an outhouse pet.
Oh no, what's this nigga? What's this nigga? Jay Electronica?
Yeah.
What's his name?
One of the Rothschilds.
You know what? He's popping one of the Rothschild chicks. And this is an ugly bitch, man. This is a homely, ugly bitch.
Jake likes some ugly.
You know? Jake likes some ugly.
They don't get them fine-ass white women, they get them broken down ugly white women, man. That's why. Yeah, you got it.
But they see a white woman, they see a goddess, man. That's what they see, you know?
Yeah, what's that African?
What's that Paris? Which scripture? She called them a white woman.
Oh, you read that? That's in Matthews. Yeah, that's in Matthews.
The white woman called the door.
But that was that was an Israelite woman. That was an Israelite woman. Yep, that was an Canaanite woman. But she was raised up in the land of Canaan, but she was an Israelite. She was an Israelite. Yep.
Yep, because he healed her daughter. That's how you know. Jeremiah 2:14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave?
Yeah, the reason why the Most High is asking this question is because of that slave mentality our people have, man. They don't believe that. Like you seen that Miami zombie video? They had this white boy, crazy white boy, running the streets, and all these. They had this big black nigga that looked like he could bench press a Buick, right? And this nigga was running.
There was some of them niggas at the end, the niggas started chasing after his ass, man.
At the end. But the majority of them niggas, they why? Because they got that slave mentality.
Hey, but you know what that zombie guy did? He playing like he was a zombie.
Yep.
They were criticizing him because he was chasing after black people.
Right.
Then he came back and said, no, we were chasing after everybody.
Right.
He said, we got the best reaction from black people.
Black people.
You know?
And why is that? And going back to the black woman, because when Jake is young, the black woman train him. You know the white man's God, right? And just in case you don't believe me, where's that picture? Yeah, Caesar. Just remember this, son. Yeah. That's why the Lord said, yep, there you go.
There it is, y'all.
You see that image?
There it is.
And they believe that the so-called white man is God.
Yeah.
Now, here it is, the Lord is raising us up to bring out the truth, and you got Jakes that don't want to accept the truth, so the Lord said this. Read it again, Jeremiah 2:14.
Yep. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave?
So they don't want to accept the truth, that they're better than the so-called white man, that the so-called white man is supposed to be our slaves. They don't want to accept that. They can't. The average nigga can't fathom that. Nah, man, that ain't right. You know, the white if we in the kingdom, the white man got to be equal to us in the kingdom.
Oh hell no.
That's how they reason, man. It's amazing. You know?
Why is he spoiled?
Why is he spoiled? You know what that means? Why is he spoiled? This so-called white man took everything from us. including our nationality. Now he's running around calling himself a Jew, and the average nigga don't have a problem with that. You know, you're supposed to be mad as hell, man. Because the Bible tells you that the Jews are the chosen people. The Israelites are the chosen people. But this so-called white man got our nationality. You're supposed to be mad as hell.
Yeah, you supposed to get mad.
No? Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
I work with a lot of Israelites, right, in a restaurant. So they're starting to see like, damn, man, these fucking white people, they keep fucking coming. So I try to explain to them, but this is society, this is their world. I try to explain to y'all, but you motherfuckers ain't listening. So you got a couple of Israelites that, well, explain a little bit, you know, and I can break them down best as I can, you know.
Right.
Now they sound looking like, the Hispanics, like fucking Diablos, man, these gringos, man.
Yeah, well, they do know that down there in Mexico, they call them the devil, man. When they come up here, they change their tune, you know?
Right. And then these so-called white people, they're so full of shit. They talk all this shit about Mexicans, but go in a Mexican restaurant and watch them. They look like they're at a night at the opera, man. They'll take a little of this, little fucking devils, man. You know,
They'll talk shit about it.
but they'll talk shit about the so-called. We know, because me and this brother, sometimes there's a Mexican restaurant out in Norwalk we go to, and you see them crackers when they come in there. They act like they're in a 5-star restaurant. Yeah. What is that? What is that? Fucking, man. Bunch of damn hypocrites, man. They're the devil. They're the devils, man. Call them what they are. They're the devil.
Yeah, they'll be the first one to tell them to go back to Mexico. You know, that's why there's this brother out there. I think that's California. He's a one Issacharite guy. There's always white people protesting, and he's always cursing them out. And they call him a coward. He said, "I'm a coward." He said, "I'm out here by myself."
Right.
You know, he said, "Why don't you go back to Mexico?" I said, "Well, first of all, this part of America belonged to Mexico at one time."
That's
You know,
right.
so who's a real illegal alien?
That's right.
You know, who's a real illegal immigrant?
Right.
You know?
But then they talk shit about Mexicans, but they sure love their women.
Yep.
They talk shit about the Puerto Ricans, them crackers. They sure love the Puerto Rican women.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Verse 33.
That shows you that this so-called white man's a hypocrite, and he's the damn devil, man. Go
Matter
ahead.
of fact, verse 20. From of old time I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bands, and thou saidest, I will not transgress.
Yeah, like the Most High is doing that right now, breaking our yoke and bursting our bands. You know what does that? The truth. The yoke is what had our people all messed up, man. Part of the yoke, well, the main part of that yoke is this shit. So you gotta, when you first come into truth, you gotta denounce this shit, because this shit is the God of the so-called white man. That's his God. That's his God. That ain't our God. All right. And then you had Israelites back in Egypt. If you go back during the time of Alexander the Great, you had Israelites back in Egypt, Alexandria. They were worshiping something called Serapis Christus. Now, if you look at a picture of Serapis Christus, it looks just like this shit. So that's part of our history, man.
Ptolemy set that guy.
And Ptolemy set him up.
Osiris and Apis together.
Yep.
Serapis.
Yep, that's right.
Serapis looked pretty much like Caesar Borgia.
Look just like him.
And the Ptolemy set that guy up. So the Ptolemies coming back in the reincarnation got to be Rodrigo Borgias and Caesar Borgia, because they brought that shit back in Spain.
You gotta get the ice cream.
Yep, shalom. All right,
Yeah, yesterday was kind of a little slow.
It says,
He's still building it up.
and thou
Yeah, I know, I
saidest,
saw it. I wasn't even doing.
and thou saidest, I will not transgress. When upon every high hill and under every green tree thou wanderest playing the harlot.
Yeah, that's the Lord cursing out Israel for getting into those other philosophies.
Yeah.
Like here it is, they're supposed to get into the truth, but they get into these other philosophies. Like Chris, yeah, go ahead, bro.
Gave a license
Well, that's a good example. Well, yeah, the Hellenization of Israel, that really started with Alexander the Great. And then you had the Ptolemies. When the Ptolemies came in there, they made decrees that Israel couldn't circumcise their women no more.
Yeah, that was the not the Ptolemies. The main one was the Ptolemies were part of that too, but it was Antiochus.
Antiochus.
That was the main one.
Yeah, they were making decrees. Everything that was dear to us and precious to us, they were saying we couldn't deal with it no more. And that's when the Hellenization of Israel started.
And it started to even like today, like I ain't see the fight. So a lot of people say Pacquiao won the fight, but I said the thing behind it why he lost because he brought out Leviticus 20:13, and they was like, oh no, we can't have this, man. You know?
Yeah, well, I don't know what that whole thing was about.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna close.